It's time for us to head south to Key Largo on the ICW. We have a couple of bridges to go through and a passageway between some mangroves to get into Key Largo. And we're headed there so we can get fuel, water, groceries, pump out, and get some laundry done, and just to check out what's around Key Largo. So come along with us as we make our way down the ICW and see what it's like to anchor in Key Largo. We have 67 foot of clearance, but we're only 56 and a half, so that's not an issue. Still the creepiest thing. It sure doesn't look like we have that much clearance. Well, we do.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for.
This is Jewfish Creek, and the bridge up ahead of us is US 1 coming into Key Largo. We're fixing to go anchor. We're going to go under this bridge and get some fuel and water, and then go anchor outside of Key Largo for a few days. So we just got to wind our way through here. Jewfish Creek is a narrow passageway between the mangroves that gets you from one bay into the bay at Key Largo. It's a very pretty motor through that area. It just winds around and around, and it is wide enough to meet boats and go through, and everybody is very courteous going through here. But once we cross under US 1, we are in Key Largo. Got a boat up here. Sorry. Well, I said courteous, not all, but most were courteous to us motoring through. That is US 1. You can see the traffic. They're coming into Key Largo. This is US 1 coming into the Florida Keys. It is a 2-lane road all the way down to Key West, and the only way to access the Keys. I would film us going under this bridge, but immediately after we go under this bridge, we are pulling over to Gilbert's to get fuel and eat some lunch and hang out a little bit. So I'm going to have to set the camera down and get ready to get us caught at a dock. But we have plenty of clearance under this bridge. It is also 65 foot. And we only draft 57 in the air. This is Gilbert's Resort and Marina Complex, and they have this restaurant here. And we went in after we got our fuel and ate food, and it was lunchtime area, so it wasn't very crowded. But as you can see, they can have a large crowd, and they're set up to have live music in the evenings. They have a beach area, they have docks for you to pull up to and little boats, and then they have the fuel dock for that big boats can tie up to get fuel. And once we got fuel, they let us slide our boat backwards out of the fuel dock area to hang out. And as you can see, there's the beach. And it is a resort, so there's a hotel there to stay at. And there's the different slips for different boats. And there's also a hotel and marina across the way on the other side of the bridge that allows transient slips for sailboats at a reasonable rate if you wanted us to slip and stay somewhere. But this is a really nice place. They were very, very friendly. Fuel wasn't bad. They do charge for your water, but it wasn't very bad. You can see our boat there in the distance, and it's a side tie. And this is what it looks like when you leave Gilbert's from the water. Really nice place, and we had a great lunch and enjoyed hanging out there. This is our new anchorage for the next few days. This is Key Largo, or the beginning of Key Largo. That bridge up there is US 1. This is called Card Sound, and we are at what's called the Caribbean Club Anchorage. So we're here for a few days, mainly to pick up a package that we have coming to UPS store. We filled with fuel and water today, and we have a pump out coming Wednesday, and then from there we'll decide where we're going next. Tomorrow I'll go ashore and we'll do a little running around, grocery run. So, but we're currently anchored. The boat's running in front of us. The water is clear enough that you can see the bridle and anchor chain. We are in 8 feet of water, and it is a grass and sand bottom, and we have those white zip ties are 100-foot mark, so we have 100 foot of chain out and 8 foot of water. But we have some wind coming on Wednesday and weather Thursday. So we went ahead and anchored the crab pots over here. And no one else. The boat anchor's way out there. And our wind is out of the southeast, which is the way our nose is pointing, and that's the way the wind is supposed to be. So, see how this is. See if the anchor will hold in grass. And we are a ways offshore because the water is shallow most of the way in. So we didn't want to get too far in or too close in and be in too shallow of water with the tide change. So it is quite a dinghy ride into shore, and your only shore access is at restaurants on shore. So, not a problem. Go eat, hang out, go do your running. Laundry day. Bucket wash laundry. He's made these lines for me. And then he is cleaning the sides of the boat underneath the water with our big brush. Fixing to get in there. One way to clean the sides of the boat, or the bottom of the boat, as far as you can reach anyway. Good stormy morning. This is what we have woke up to. We've had 20-25 knot winds all night. And this morning the rain and storms are here, and we're still at 20-25 knots. You can see that where waves are building. So after the storm, we decided it was time to head out of Key Largo. And after several discussions with different groups and different people, we decided we were no longer going any further south on the ICW due to our draft and really having to work with what tides were to be able to get through certain passages. So we are turning around and heading back to Pumpkin Key, back to where we came from, and we'll go on the outside to go further south. Back under the US 1 bridge we go, headed north this time. I'd let you see both perspectives of what it's like to go under a bridge, even though we have 10 foot of clearance between the top of our mast and this bridge height. Well, not 10 foot, about 8 foot, but it does not look like it when you're looking up from the back of the boat at what it is. But it's not a problem. Back under the other bridge so we can get into the bay around Pumpkin Key. So between Key Largo and Pumpkin Key there are 2 bridges and Jewfish Creek that you have to navigate, but none of it is a problem. It's a clearly marked channel on avionics to run, and most of the time we were in 8 to 10 foot of water. Sometimes we would get down to 7, but for the most part we had deep enough water. Minimum clearance 67 feet it says, and we are 56 and a half. We're headed over there to Pumpkin Key, which is where we left a few days ago. And that's our staging point to go out to Hawks Channel and work our way down to Marathon. Take this as the day after a stormy night. Standing on the bow, directing for crab pots. See the little white balls? It's like a minefield to get in here to Pumpkin Key. Back at Pumpkin Key, We're the only ones here. And other than this boat that just came rocking in. And it is flat calm other than his wave. Yep. I could take anchorages like this every day. Need a little more sunshine. We're here for a night or two till we get a weather window to go out. Start our journey down. Thank you for watching. Music by Epidemic Sound. Video edited with Wondershare Filmora Pro. And be sure to like, subscribe, and get notified about our YouTube channel. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram. See you soon.